Hello and welcome to Mathematics Made Easier channel. This is your favorite mathematics tutor, Comfort Amuako Ata. I welcome you all to my class. If today is the very first time of joining my class, a very special welcome goes to you. If you are yet to subscribe, please look down there and click on the subscribe button to subscribe. Then you click on the notification bell to receive updates from me all the time. Thank you. It is a weekend and I decided to do a tutorial for you to reinforce what we learned in class. This will help you to remember everything we learned. Don't worry if you are not in my class. Just pay attention and go through the process with me. Alright, so our standard for today is multiplying fractions. The learning targets for today's lesson is find products involving fractions and whole numbers. Find products involving fractions and whole numbers. Then our success criteria is also using connecting cubes or using manipulatives to explain fraction multiplication. Alright, so these are the few things I want you to know. Then the materials we are using for this lesson is connecting cubes or manipulatives. Alright, so the first example I'm going to take is 3 times 4 over 7. How do we use a manipulative to multiply this fraction? The mathematical statement here means that 3 groups of 4/7. 3 groups of 4/7. Okay, so let's now find this fraction 4 over 7. It means you have 4 shaded portion from 7 cubes, or you have 7 pieces of the cubes, of which 4 has been shaded. But in our lesson, we are using 2 colors. The blue color represents the shaded portion. Alright, so this cubes here represents our fraction 4 out of 7. So we have 7 cubes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then 4 shaded portion to represent our fraction. But the statement was 3 groups of that. So it means you have to get 3 groups of the same fraction. Perfect. And so this is representing our statement 3 times 4 out of 7. Now how do you multiply them? Using the manipulatives. Okay, good. So as I was saying that, I have 2 colors. The color blue or the blue cubes represents the shaded portion. So I'm going to count all the blue cubes that I have. Why? Because it is the blue cubes that gave me this fraction. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I am getting 12 blue cubes, and that is representing my numerator over the pieces of cubes that I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 12 over 7. And that is giving me my answer. First, get the fraction that has been given to you. Then you get the groups based on your whole number. So our question was 3 groups of 4 over 7 or 4/7. And that is what we are having here. Good. This answer that we had is an improper fraction. And therefore, we need to change this to a simplified one. Okay, so with this one, we are going to replace all the yellow cubes with the blue cubes. Alright, so I take the yellow cubes from there and I replace it with the blue cubes. So this is giving me one whole, that is 7 cubes. Good, giving me one whole. I still have some cubes here. Then I replace this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. Then I replace this by that. So I'm getting one whole and let's count for me. So I have one full blue cubes and 5/7. Alright. So 1 full blue cubes and 5 out of 7. Because the second cubes is also 7. But out of the 7, I have 5 blue cubes. So this is a simplified of the 12 out of 7 that I have over here. So that is the first one. I'm going to model the second one too for you. The second question is 4 times 1/4. It means that, what is the fraction that we have in here? The fraction is what? 1/4. And this is our 1/4. 4 pieces of cubes with 1 shaded portion or 1 color, 1 blue cube. So this represents my fraction 1/4. But the question is 4 groups of 1/4. So it means I have to get 4 groups of 1/4. So these are my groups of 1/4, representing this statement, mathematical statement. 4 groups of 1/4. Now, how do you get a final answer? You have to count the total number of blues that you have. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. So I'm getting 4 blues out of how many cubes did we arrange? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 out of 4. We need to simplify this. Okay. So how do you simplify that? We need to replace all the yellow cubes with what? The blue cubes. So that is what I'm doing. So I'm going to connect all the yellow cubes with the blue cubes. Replace them. So replacing them, I'm getting this because I have 4 cubes, 4 blue cubes. So I had 1 whole. So 4 out of 4 is giving me 1 whole. 1 whole. 1 whole. Alright, so I'll leave you with some questions for you to try your hands on. So you can work these questions with your friends. The first one is, 11 times 2 feet. 11 times 2 feet. Then the second one, 9 times 17 out of 8. 9 times 17 out of 8. And the last question, 20 times 9 out of 15. Okay, so these are the questions. Go through the steps that I took you through. So in my next tutorial, I'll take you through how to model real life situation using fractions. Okay, so thank you so much for your time and attention. When you finish with the assessment, you can post your answers at the comment section for review. Mathematics is all about practice. You see, even at home, I was able to teach you. So please practice more on your own, because practice, they say, makes perfect. Thank you for your time and attention. Till we meet again, please stay safe and learn hard. Bye.